Howdy, y'all.
I'm Leslie.
I'm Laurie. Welcome to
Sumo Kaboom.
Sumo Kaboom,
where we talk about all things sumo.
Yes, and the November Basho just began. We have watched days 1, 2, and 3, so we are going to be talking about our favorite moments just from those days, things that stand out to us. We can't go through every single bout because there just isn't enough time in the day, but we will get to our favorite moments. But before we do, we want to remind you of some Takakeisho giveaway merch.
Yes.
Contest thingy that we're doing. No,
yeah.
It's not a contest. It's not a contest.
No. I mean, if
it's a welcome.
It's a lottery. It's a grab bag. I don't know what it is.
It's a gift to our monthly supporters is what it is. And we got some retirement party merch from Takakeisho's retirement party. A dear friend sent some over to us. And so we're giving it away to our monthly supporters because y'all are amazing and we love you. And so if you want to get in on that and become a monthly supporter, go to Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Sumo Kaboom. We're giving away 3 prize packages, 1 a month for the next 3 months.
Yes.
So November, December, January. And we thought we would bring some of the merch to show you. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're only on the podcast, this is going to be really boring, so skip ahead about a minute. But if you're watching on video, we have some really cool things to give away. Some are very small, but fun little acrylic stands. This is Takakeisho. That's Takakeisho. You have one too.
Yes.
So we have lots of little acrylic stands that we're going to be putting into. Oh, and who's he standing there with?
Daisho.
Oh, his good friend Daisho. Yeah. So some of these will go into the prize packages.
It's hard to believe that this guy looks so skinny now, but he was a big dude. The battle hamster.
Yeah, that was him in his full cannonball mode. And we also have, I mean, this is merch from his retirement party.
This is one of a kind stuff. Yeah. Like it's sold out there and
you can't get it now.
Can't get it.
Once these guys retire, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes.
You got to wait till they retire at 65. So you got to wait like 40 years to probably get more Takakeisho merch.
Well, sometimes you can go to, Robert's shop.
Yeah.
Big sumo fan,
yes.
And he will oftentimes pick up as much of that merch as he can, and he'll hold it for a while. There's a place on his website where you can go for retired wrestlers and things like that. You can get some of the merch, but this is merch that's not available anywhere except at the recycling party. The retirement party. Oh, my Lord. Like this. This is a towel. Here's one side. Isn't it beautiful? It's just a beautiful red and white towel. And I cannot read what's on it.
We don't know if it's upside down or right side up or.
I think this is the right side up. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful though? You don't need to be able to read your own towels. You just need to know that it's from the Takakeisho retirement party. And It says that right there.
Yes.
From our friend who picked it up. And you've got something to show us.
I have something very exciting. Look at this. This is an actual handprint. This is not like a copy or anything. This is his actual ink handprint with his actual signature in marker. So if you got this, you would never, ever, ever want to wash it because this is the real deal. You can kind of see the ink smudges around it. So this is the real deal.
And it's a t-shirt.
It's a t-shirt. It's size extra large. So if you're a tiny person, you could sleep in it.
And never ever wash it.
Or you can hang it on the wall and get it framed. But yeah, it's his real handprint and autograph. So that is very exciting. We have another prize package also filled with more goodies and things like that from the retirement ceremony. So if you are a donor, good luck. We're going to be drawing names again for 3 months in a row. But if you'd like to be a member and get in on the lotto for prizes, go ahead and sign up.
Yeah, and we'll keep showing off more merch. It's like show and tell.
It is.
Yeah.
It is like show and tell.
Do you have some news before we jump into the Basho?
I do. Here's a news flash.
Bingo!
We got bingo. We got bingo going. So if you haven't got one of the cards, if there's any cards left, go ahead and get yourself a card because you could win more prizes if you get a Kachikoshi bingo or a Makikoshi bingo, or if you get a double bingo or triple bingo. We have prize packages sponsored by Big Sumo Fan and also Chiki Sumo. So if you want to get in on that, it's not too late. As long as there are cards available, you can go to our social media, click on the bingo card link or our website, sumokaboom.com. Get all the rules of bingo and get yourself a card and play along. Okay, so if you happen to be in Japan, they have a collaboration between Myojo Foods, who's celebrating, I think, 75 years of being in existence. They have a special chanko ramen, like cup of noodles type of deal that is sponsored by one of the stables, and it's supposed to sort of taste like their chanko nabe. So if you get that, you can see on the front there's kotozakura, there's ayonishiki, there's oho, wakataka kage, ura, and takaru fuji, I think. So you can get those individual ramen cup of noodles, I guess, at the store, but that's kind of cool, right?
Yes.
So go look for that in your local, I don't know, ramen machine. Okay. Also, okay, so there's some interesting things. The strongest disciple in the history of the sport has just begun. He has been waiting in the wings for 4.5 years. He has been given the Shikona Asahi Fuji,
which is a big name to live up to.
Yes, after 12,355 days, 33 years and 10 months, the name has been gifted to another wrestler. He is, like I said, been practicing for 4.5 years in the wings at Isagahama, and his real name is, here we go, Mongolian, Batsutsege Ocharaisakun. So that was pretty accurate, I imagine.
Wow.
Yep, all you Mongolian listeners are like, she aced it.
Bat. Is his first name Bats? I'm just going to call him Bats.
Bats Ochirsaikon.
Asahi Fuji.
Yeah, he's the new Asahi,
it's a little easier.
Asahi Fuji.
Asahi Fuji.
Who was a great Yokozuna and the Oyakata of Isagahama. So that is a huge honor. We have a lot of hope for him. He has been rumored to be already at the Ozeki or Yokozuna level. I find that hard to believe, but he is sparring with all the top dogs. He's huge. Everyone's really excited about him, and he won his debut bout in whatever low division he's at. So he will be making his way up to the top division hopefully here soon, and we will be able to call him Asahi Fuji.
And we will be watching him soon, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, if all the guys in your stable who are wrestling at that level say, yeah, he would do honor to that name, then he must be really good.
Yeah, I mean, Ted Inafuji is the one who gave him the name. So that was his mentor. And so that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Also, Futagayama Oyakata shaved his head. And here's why. It's kind of a sad story because one of his wrestlers on November the 10th, so it was like yesterday, whenever we're recording this, he tore, I think, his ACL. Mita is his name. And if you watch Futagayama's YouTube
I saw
stage,
a picture of him on the ground, in pain.
Stable, it was not good. And so he damaged that. He has 3 months of rest. And so he's forced to withdraw from the tournament.
I'm sorry, because we all know that ACLs just pop back together in 3 months.
Right. But in solidarity with his student or his disciple, Futagayama Oyakata went to a Kyushu barbershop, has not shaved his hair since he first started sumo. So that's like 30 or something years ago. And
he's never cut his hair?
Not shaved it. Shaved it.
Oh, I see.
Like the young guys do when they first come into sumo.
Okay.
So because he saw that Mita was so depressed, and so he thought that if he was so depressed, he might consider retiring. So his Oyakata shaved his head to show him
it grows back.
It grows back. You can keep going, and it was just kind of like an empathetic sort of gesture, saying he wanted to cheer him up with his actions. So I thought that was. He was fighting alongside him is kind of what he said.
But your ACL will grow back just like your hair.
Well, I mean, we've seen crazier things happen.
It might be gray. but
Well,
it'll come back.
You know who else has come back with ACL injuries rather quickly?
I know. There's a lot.
There's a lot that
I
do.
know.
So he did that for his disciple. Meisei has a herniated disc. So he had surgery in October 17th. So if you haven't noticed, he's Kyujo from this tournament, which means when he comes back, he'll be maybe in Juryo. Maybe he'll show up. Who knows? So we'll see.
If he doesn't show up, that's a dead square on your bingo card. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry. Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks. And I think that is it.
Awesome. Let's get into the sumo.
Okay. Day one.
Yeah, you've got day one. I've got day. You have the odds, and I have the evens. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Day one. Let's talk. Day one, I noticed. I'm going to skip down to Kotozakura because on.
Oh, that's a big skip.
Well, I could talk about.
No, I think that's fine. I think that's fine because you could get to the end of the day and like I might have something earlier that I could bring up. But that's great. Go to Kotozakura.
Well, I mean, I could say
go.
Nothing really interested me all that much besides Asakoryu versus Chiyoshima. It was like a really nice tachi-ai and rush forward for Asakoryu.
Okay.
Everything else kind of before that, I was like, no.
Tis the usual.
It is the usual, but Kotozakura looks like he's back in good form. Actually, he easily manhandled, lifted up on whoever he was wrestling. I did not even write that down.
An injured Wakataka Kage.
Yeah,
which might be why he looked so good.
Well, maybe, but I like to think maybe he's just looking good. Maybe he's got his mojo back.
Well, and he didn't have to go to London, so he got more rest than the rest of the guys did.
Yeah, he did.
He's not dealing with jet lag.
Exactly. And I definitely think there's probably something to that. Some of these guys, I will say watching Abi looked like he still has been partying since London. My name is Abi. He looks a little sloppy, like he just got out of a pub. But for the most part, Kotozakura looked pretty good on day one. So I was like, okay, I hope this continues. I like to see him in good form.
Yeah, me too.
Fujino Kawa versus Daisho. I was like, Fujino Kawa, who is that? I get him now confused with Yoshino Fuji, who was Kusano.
I think, no, wait, say that again. Who? Fujinokawa?
Is there Fujinokawa?
Fujinokawa fought Roga. Okay, I only stop you because I also I'm having trouble with Kusano's new name.
Yes.
And I keep writing Fujinokawa.
Yeah.
Fujinokasano.
Everything, but it's confusing.
Yes. But Fujinokawa is the badger.
Yes. And I'm talking about him, not Kusano.
Well, then he fought Roga.
I thought he fought Daisho on day one.
Daisho and Shishi on day one.
Oh, I'm on day 3. That's why. Sorry, I'm ahead of my notes. Where are my day 1 notes?
There they are.
Oh, there they are. Okay, here we go. So
backspace.
Here we go.
Delete. But the good thing is, Kotozakura did look really good on day 1.
Okay, good.
So that's all accurate.
Yeah.
And you didn't need to write down who he fought.
Okay, that's true.
I just filled that in for you.
Okay, perfect.
So
thank you for catching my brain. Okay, so anyway, I'll talk about day 1. How about day 1 again?
Yeah.
Oshumi got a day 1 win, and he's our newbie.
Yeah. Now we're talking about the same thing.
I will talk about Fujinokawa because he also came out buzzing and quickly defeated Roga, the right guy, which was nice between the Basho's work for this guy. He won at the tachi-ai, so you can tell he kind of focused himself in that break in between, even though I guess he was in London too. I don't know. I can't remember. But did Fujinokawa go to London? Did all the guys go?
He must have.
I think all the top division guys.
I didn't watch any of the actual sumo in London, so I don't know.
Yeah, I watched mostly the doyo iri, but I did watch.
Oh, I just watched the social media. Honest question.
Yes.
Did he show up on day 1 with a shiner, or is that just the lights under one eye?
Which one, Fujinokawa?
Yeah.
I feel like he always has one.
I do too, but I was gonna be really impressed if he was showing up on day 1 with a shiner.
I couldn't remember.
Okay. He's so fun to watch.
He is just delightful.
Just give me Fujinokawa day in and day like him and Wakataka Kage day in and day out.
Or Ayanishiki in there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yes.
Midori Fuji had a very spirited match with Kinbozan, and I wish Midori Fuji won, but still in the end, it was a great match, great finish. Kimbo won, but boy, did Midori Fuji come out just like desperate for that win. And it's kind of fun to see.
It was a big fight. It was
It was
all over, back and forth.
all over. Just a big
Yeah.
old stumbling match. Another stumbling match was between Daisho and Shishi. Now, this was fun for me because I thought maybe for a second Daisho was like, okay, me up against Shishi, just show up, do my thing. But I felt like Shishi really had some. Maybe he was staying on it. Well, they stumbled around, so I can't say he necessarily was better on his feet.
Yeah.
But I think he surprised Daisho by his tenacity. And I felt like in the past, like Shishi is just kind of going out there and getting bounced around and shoved out, and it's been kind of easy for his opponents.
Not as solid on his feet as some of the other ones. Yeah.
But boy, he really slug it out with Daisho, and eventually he got thrown around like trash by Daisho, but he did put up a good fight. It was a sloppy fight, but a lot of stumbling around, but Daisho won. But still, I was like, okay, Shishi stuck in there like a little bit more than he usually does. So interesting.
I had a different reaction.
Okay.
Only because, man, Daisho had a rough Basho last time,
Yeah.
you know? And I wanted to see him on day one with those pushes really hitting their marks.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell, like, his pushing game doesn't have the same power that it used to have. I just want the, Sekiwake Daisho pushing game to be 110%. And you could just tell that it's not. So I had a different reaction.
Yeah.
Even though Daisho won and I was proud of him, I was like, that was a little too much work.
Yes. Kusano up against, whatever his name is.
Yoshino Fuji?
Yoshino Fuji.
Is that right?
Yoshinokawa Fuji.
Yeah, Kasawa
Kage.
Yeah, he's got us all. It's so funny. Yeah, Fujinokawa and Yoshino Fuji. It's no wonder we get them mixed up.
Yeah, even though I clearly
Fuji's
know the
in
difference
there.
looking at him.
Yes.
I'm just like, what's their name? Anyway, Yoshino Fuji won his debut bout with his new name. And I think it's a cute name. I think it's cute.
We just have to get used to it.
Yeah. I think because it's so cute, though, I'm like, he's more fierce than that cute name.
That's
like
why
Yoshino Fuji seems like you want to
just,
like squeeze him, like give him a little goose, a little tickle, and I don't think that would go over well.
I don't think so either.
Kusano, but maybe Yoshino Fuji could handle a little tickling. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that match, is that he won with his new name, which is good,
That we will remember eventually.
Yes. Wakamoto Haru Oho beat Wakamoto Haru with a beautiful Katsukasi, which I was like, what?
I know, it hurt my heart.
I know, because you're not Team Oho, but I am.
I'm fully Team Wakamoto Haru.
I know.
Yes, I know.
Okay, a lovely match between Aonishiki and Kirishima. Aonishiki stayed low. Both men stayed low, actually. Equally matched, but in the end, one small flick on the elbow of Kirishima by Aonishiki got Kirishima turned around and in that backside exposed position, and then it was an easy push out. So Kirishima sort of gave up at that point, but I think he knew he was done in, and Aonishiki finished him off. So that was beautiful, fierce sumo, and Aonishiki's looking ever the Sanyaku, if not higher, like aiming upwards. Koto Zakura, I almost called him Koto Shoho. I mean, all the names are mixed up in my head today.
We've already talked about him.
Yeah, he was in good form.
As you said previously, yes.
So it still holds. Day 2 or no, day 1. I don't know what day we're on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hakuoho versus Hoshoryu.
Yeah,
let's talk about this, because
my favorite bout of the day.
Yeah, Hakuoho came out like a cannonball, and he beat Hoshoryu with his quickness, essentially. He just drove him back, and although Hoshoryu did a pivot and a throw attempt at the edge, it was all too late, and Hakuoho got the big win. It was a frontal crush out, but it looked close, a little close to me, and I thought maybe a redo was in order, but we did not get one. They were like, nope, if you're Yokozuna, if it's that close, we're going to give it to the other guy. So Hakuoho got the win.
Yeah, fully earned that one. I just love how Hakuoho uses that lower body strength of his.
I mean, Hoshoryu has it too, but I think Hakuoho's wider and he's quick. He's
their
quick.
sumo styles are so different.
Mm.
So different. And Hakuoho's power at that tachiai and his ability to just wrap Hoshoryu up and not let him turn it and be on he just didn't let Hoshoryu get in the driver's seat at all. And he just kept powering from below, and it was gorgeous.
And then Onosato. Onosato easily beat Takayasu, who was kind of his mentor in some ways. They probably spar together quite a bit because Takayasu's bestie is like Nishonoseki Oyakata. I don't know if they're best friends, but they're really good friends. So Onosato did exactly what he needed to do, just get in quick, execute with excellent skills, just rushing Takayasu back and out. So it was an Onosato win. And looking good day one. That is all for day one.
Yeah, I like the end of that bout because it almost seemed like one of them was like, "You okay?" And the other one was like, "Yeah, good."
Yeah.
Okay, I have 4 favorite bouts on day 2, but I also, just to mention him because he's so much fun to watch, Fujinokawa. And I mention this only because he met Gonoyama. Gonoyama is another one that had miserable Basho last time. So I'm really watching him, hoping that he's going to get the rhythm back to his sumo because he just could not put 2 and 2 together last time. Mm-hmm. And so it was as if Fujinokawa knew that this big, huge guy was going to come running at him. And he did a meet and move. He just sort of like escaped to the side, escaped backwards, and Gonoyama just kind of ran himself out. But for the amount of times that Fujinokawa just throws himself into battle, to see once where he was like, not necessary this time, this is not one of those that I need to overpower. I'm going to approach this differently, and I thought it was smart. I liked it. Okay, but I also want to mention Ichi Yamamoto versus Midori Fuji. It was one of my favorite ones because it was so fast. I tend to forget how fast Ichi Yamamoto can be. We know that Midori Fuji is fast. But Ichi Yamamoto stayed with him that whole time, escaped, moved, played all the chess moves with such speed and ended up pulling this really fast Uwatanage and took Midori Fuji, it looked like head first into the dirt. It was such a strong pull right down, it was as if he was pulling Midori Fuji's face right into the clay. It did not look comfortable. It didn't look like a comfortable landing. But Ichi Yamamoto, you could see him sort of prancing all the way around the ring back to his spot, yeah, I did it.
I love when he's proud of himself. It's so cute because he's really a humble, nerdy dude who loves plushies.
Yeah.
But when he has that little air of that little flare of ego at the end, I enjoy it. Kind of like I enjoy seeing Shodai do that as well.
Yes. Well, I know you're going to talk about a good Shodai one on day 3.
I will.
Oh. Okay, another one of my favorites was watching Tamawashi completely overpower the man who used to be Kusano, whose name we will remember at some point. You could see, I wrote Fujino. I had to go back and write it again.
Yoshinokawa Fujikage.
Yeah. Yoshino Fuji. Tamawashi just started pushing, never stopped. The power in that man's pushes when he is on, to overpower somebody of that size. Yoshino Fuji is a big guy. He's a big guy, and he's got powerful, long arms as well.
Yeah, and Tamawashi has 15 years on him. He's 40 years old, everybody. Yeah. 40. Love it.
It was so beautiful. So well done on that one. It just made me sit up and go, oh, Tamawashi, you are so good. 2 more I want to mention. Of course, it's going to be Aonishiki. What's so unusual and fun about watching any Aonishiki match is just how low a stance he maintains. And it makes it incredibly difficult for the guys wrestling him to push back on him. It's kind of like, you know how you see them all struggle with Ura, right? Mm-hmm. Ura is so low, and they're like, I can't even get my hands in the usual place to push this guy around.
Get in under the pits and pull him up like a lot of them want to do. They want to pull the guy up. You can't when he's that low.
Yeah.
Because you're revealed. You're vulnerable, not revealed.
Yeah. So you could see Wakamoto Haru trying anything and everything to get this guy in a position, pull him up, move him back, try to escape to the side, anything to get the right angle. And you could tell both of them were using so much power. It was a very, very athletic match. No one was holding back. But I mention it mainly because of the end. So what happened at the end is Aonishiki had Wakamoto Haru all the way at the edge, and it looked like Wakamoto Haru was gonna go out, and then Wakamoto Haru really grabbed a hold of Aonishiki's belt and tried an uchari, but it didn't quite work. He didn't quite get the rotation around that he needed. So Wakamoto Haru ended up going out, but they both sort of flew out on their backs and off the doyo. And when they landed, both of them were like on their knees on the ground, huffing and puffing for a really, really long time because it was such a strong, athletic, well-matched match. It was just super, super exciting. Aonishiki came out with that win, and I was just very impressed with both of them. Hakuoho, after his amazing win against Hoshoryu on day 1, met the other Yokozuna on day 2. Now, this one went a little differently. Onosato, much larger, much more capable of absorbing the kind of tachi cannonball power that Hakuoho can create. And so he did what Terunofuji used to do. He just absorbed the initial run at him. Onosato tried to get one hand inside on the belt to try to get to Hakuoho's belt. Just couldn't get the angle he needed, so he changed tactics. And he's so tall and he's got such long arms, he can reach over his opponent's back. So he reached over Hakuoho, grabbed the belt from the other side, and then quite easily ushered Hakuoho back because, it was chest to chest. And in that kind of battle, Onosato is going to win. His size and his strength are really incredible.
Right.
So that was really fun to watch Onosato win. Any other one that you want to mention?
No, that's good.
Okay. Maybe by day 15, we will actually get Kusano's name correct.
Maybe it just takes a little bit of time. Okay. Day 3. Kotazakura still looks like he's in very excellent form. He easily manhandled whoever he wrestled up against. I still don't know.
I think we should just mention Kotonowaka first on every day.
He still just looks like he's in good form.
Still looks great.
He's not in good form. Let's talk about, hopefully this is the right bout, Daisho versus Fujinokawa, the Badger. All guns blazing. Fujinokawa and Daisho have no speed other than go, capital G-O. Both men have explosive tachi-eyes. Fujinokawa is also a cannonball, just like Hakuoho. From the tachi-eye, Fujinokawa looks to have actually won it, at least sort of. He starts off with big man sumo. That's also why I love to watch him. And Daisho is also just blasting away and squarely placing those thrusts on both of them on each other's chests. Fujinokawa moves Daisho back, but Daisho returns the favor and then moves Fujinokawa back. So Fujinokawa gets inside, sort of, and grabs under Daisho's armpits and shifts him off center. And then Daisho tries one epic push to get Fujinokawa out of the doyo, and instead Fujinokawa steps sideways and attempts a takikomi and reverses his position. Now Daisho is up against the ropes now, and Fujinokawa is pushing at him to push him out. Daisho finds himself up too high at the edge, and he runs out of room, and he hops over the Tawada himself. Fujinokawa has a 3-0 record after that match. So in a nutshell, after all those confusing notes, it was equal tachi-eye, thrust, pummel. This Fujinokawa gets Daisho here. Daisho gets him back and then to the edge, and then he hops out of the way and then tries to throw. And never mind. That doesn't even make any sense.
It made perfect sense until right at the edge. I couldn't tell who won.
Well,
I liked that dramatic interpretation.
Those are the notes I take.
Yeah, and then Fujinokawa won is all you need.
Yeah, Fujinokawa won. Shodai versus Chiranaumi. I will hopefully do a better job with this. Fun match. Post tachi-eye, Shodai lumbers forward and lumbers because that's the way he moves to me. Churros is moved back, but Churros easily goes. That's Chiranaumi. He does a circling around the edge of the doyo like really fast. He's like, let's do all the way around here. Shodai keeps up and leans with his shoulder and upper body to push with his pressure to have Chura no Umi run out of real estate and out of the doyo. He's really great in this moment because in this position, Chura no Umi hops up somewhat to kind of get to the side of Shodai. So just when he's pressured, he jumps, he thinks, I got to jump further and out to the side, and then I will get to the rear of Shodai, which he actually almost does. But Shodai does a full pirouette. He does a full rotation. And when you're in one of these positions, you rarely can recover when you're in this okuridashi rear position. You're going to get pushed out from the rear, but not Shodai. Shodai has incredible balance, and he was so proud of himself because
As he should have been. It was gorgeous.
Turned around. He got back in a chest-to-chest position. And then Fujinakawa tried to thrust and get Shodai off of his belt. He had pulled him in close. And that moved Shodai back into the edge. But then with perfection, Shodai is on the Tawara with nowhere to go. He somehow lifts up on the left shoulder of Chura no Umi, who is pushing squarely at his chest, and dislodges him and pushes him off into the side, deposits him outside of the ring. And Shodai was very proud of himself for that beautiful at the edge Tsukio Toshi. And I was
so pretty.
I was proud of him too. I think I did a better job with that one.
Yeah. That was great breakdown.
Thanks.
Yeah, I loved it as I loved the match. I was so happy for Shodai.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see that Shodai.
Another wow match was Ionishiki versus Hakuoho.
Oh, yeah.
Hakuoho really quickly cannonballs and reaches for a left inside on Ionishiki, but Ionishiki is low as usual and is close to the chest of Hakuoho and is lifting up. He's also resisting really well. They're both very strong. Hakuoho is pushing with all of his might, and then super quickly, Ionishiki is kind of, as Murray said, it was a desperation. He does this murderous headlock, and I say that, it's a kubanage, it's a headlock throw, but he kind of just like sort of torques himself left real quick and then swings to the right and then just like twist, like you would twist the bottle cap off of a bottle, just twisted Hakuoho's head. And he had no place to go other than down into the dirt. Otherwise, you could literally die. You know what I mean? It was the most forceful kubanage I had ever seen. And they both flip up in the air, though, at the same time. And so in the slow-mo, it's like this beautiful thing. They're both heads down, heading into the dirt, shoulders about to hit the dirt at the same time. And Hakuoho's, I think, his forearm or hand hit first. But they were so close. And I thought it was going to be like a do-over, but it was clear it was Hakuoho's head and or hand that hit first. But Ionishika got the win. But oh my God,
So
that headlock throw was, I mean, it just looked like he was fighting life or death in that moment. And I was amazed. Hakuoho has such a strong neck, thank God. But somebody else, that didn't have that neck, I worry.
What I want to know, that move, Kubanage, I mean, Hoshoryu can do that move. There are several other wrestlers that can, but it's a rather rare throw.
I mean, to twist somebody their head so much that they get flipped in the air by it.
I know. I mean, it's incredible. Your body just has to react at the edge. I mean, it all happens so fast. That's what's amazing, is that like you can't go into a match thinking I'm going to do a kubanage now. You have to try other things and then just be like, oh my God, this guy's so huge. I can't. I'm moving backwards. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Twist. And down.
Ionishiki has like just an instinct in the moment to just.
He just has such a strong wrestling background.
Well, he must just know the feel of somebody, and his reactions are just so quick, and he knows how to execute quickly, perfectly. Let's talk about Hoshoryu versus Kirishima, because this was really fun. I like to see these guys, both Mongolian buddies, up against each other. I kind of feel like I'm watching Bulk Mongolian wrestling a little bit. Explosive tachiai, nice staying power for Kirishima. Hoshoryu was all over it with a powerful tachiai. tried to swing Kirishima around and out. He moved Kirishima back and was quick, but Kirishima denied that circle move and stopped it right at the edge. He just couldn't get his feet back, though, from that awkward position. After that, and Hoshoryu, then kind of got a double grip around Kirishima and to his side. And then that really strange position, I think Kirishima's like, I literally don't know how I can get out of this position with this guy. Hoshoryu beat Kirishima with just kind of a straightforward yorikiri after Kirishima just couldn't recover from that side position. And then Onosato had a big, easy win over Wakataka Kage. He just moved him back and out. I think Onosato has a way of making his opponents sometimes look like they're not really trying, but they are, because it's Wakataka Kage.
But I'm also like watching Wakataka Kage right now is a little like watching Kirishima when he had that neck injury. Like the pushes don't quite work. You don't quite have the otsuke that you used to have. You just don't have the power in your upper spine that you usually have when you're at that sekiwaki level wrestling. He just doesn't quite have that right now. So it kind of makes sense that Onosato would be like, I can wrap you up right now. And you're not going to work so hard right at the edge, because a full power Wakataka Kage wouldn't have gone out so easily, I think.
Yeah.
I think, but them's the breaks.
So that is it for day 3.
Yeah. We'll be back next week with lots more sumo to discuss.
So don't forget about our Taka Show giveaway for the next 3 months. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up again at Ko-Fi.com, or what is it?
.com/Sumo Kaboom. Got to be a monthly supporter.
Yep, but you can support for $3 a month if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big.
Or to $1 million a month, whatever suits your fancy. Until next week, I am Leslie.
I'm Laurie. See y'all.
Bye.